Many people believe that their hair loss is solely due to the weak hair roots. Consequently, they try new shampoos, use the expensive oils, and begin following every viral hair remedy they can come across. However, quite often the problem lies not with the hair itself, but with the scalp, and specifically with the scalp buildup. It is a layer that gradually begins to accumulate on the surface of your scalp. This layer consists of more than just dirt. It can be a mixture of oils, sweat, dead skin cells, pollutants, and the styling products, and even the minerals from the hot water. The shocking reality is that while many people spend years diligently caring for their hair, they rarely pay any attention to the health of their scalp. Our scalp is just skin. Just as oil and dead skin cells accumulate on the face, buildup occurs on the scalp as well. The only difference is that the scalp contains a higher concentration of oil glands, produces the sweat, and top of that, we are constantly applying various hair products. This is especially true if you regularly engage in heavy oiling, use the dry shampoos, or even rely solely on very mild shampoos. Over time, residue from all these substances gradually accumulate on the scalp, forming a distinct layer that we refer to as scalp buildup. The interesting thing is that many people don't even realize that buildup is accumulating on their scalp. They simply feel as though their hair has started behaving strangely. For instance, their hair begins to look lifeless, the roots feel oily, yet the ends remain dry. Just a day after shampooing, the scalp starts to feel sticky, it begins to itch, and tiny flakes become visible. Furthermore, the volume of their hair also starts to diminish. One very common sign of scalp buildup is the sensation that even after shampooing, your hair has not been thoroughly cleansed. Since the ends of the hair feels dry, people often start oiling their hair even more, under the assumption that this will resolve the problem. However, excessive oiling only worsens the buildup. There is another hidden factor here, one that people rarely talk about, yet is extremely common all over the world. That factor is hard water. Hard water contains minerals such as calcium and magnesium. Over time, these minerals gradually accumulate on the scalp and hair. Consequently, many people feel that their hair has become rough, looks dull, their shampoo fails to lather properly, or their scalp feels heavy. Now, removing scalp buildup does not mean you should start using heavy, harsh shampoos starting tomorrow. Nor does it mean you should aggressively scrub your scalp every single day. Excessive cleansing can irritate the scalp barrier and makes the scalp even more sensitive. So how exactly should one address this buildup? First and foremost, reduce the application of unnecessary layers on your scalp. If you already have an oily scalp but are still applying heavy amounts of oil, cut down on the frequency of application. If you currently apply it twice a week, reduce it to just once a week. The second thing you can do is to avoid rinsing your shampoo off too quickly. Allow it to sit on your hair for a little while, and if possible, use your fingertips to massage your scalp. This helps to loosen and break down the accumulated layer of buildup. If you regularly use the styling products or apply dry shampoo, you should occasionally incorporate a deep cleansing routine as well. Deep cleansing does not mean using a harsh shampoo every single day. Simply put, deep cleansing means thoroughly cleansing your scalp from time to time to effectively remove the excessive oil, product residue, and the buildup. One thing that can help you achieve this is the occasional use of a clarifying shampoo. Compared to a regular shampoo, this type of shampoo works more effectively. However, you cannot use this shampoo continuously. It should be used primarily when you feel your scalp feels heavy or sticky. If you face issues with the hard water, using filtered water can be helpful. Some people use regular filtered water for their final rinse and notice a distinct difference, particularly in the freshness of their scalp and texture of their hair. And one more important point, do not let your scalp remain wet for the extended period of time. Maintaining scalp hygiene after a gym session or after excessive sweating is also crucial. However, the most important thing to understand is that a strong hair is not just a game of oils and shampoos. A healthy scalp is equally essential. Often the cause of hair fall is not some rare disease. Rather, the scalp is simply becoming unhealthy over time. People keep trying out new products without ever realizing what the actual underlying problem is. Therefore, the next time you attempt to resolve the hair fall, don't focus solely on your hair. Pay just as much attention to the health of your scalp too.